Hi, welcome to the Cashing In on Creativity podcast. I'm your host, Bruce Outridge. Today we're going to be taking a look at trade shows as we visit with author Richard D. Ross at, it's not really a trade show. He was doing an in-store promotion with Indigo bookstores in our Burlington area here. And we went to visit him and talk to him about what it takes to get into a bookstore. How do you get into a bookstore? So I hope you enjoy this and check out Richard's books at richarddross.com. Let's get on with the show. All right, I'm here with the talented Richard D. Ross. We're in Indigo in Burlington. Congratulations. How'd you get into the store? Is this the way of breaking in? You just come in and set your stuff up?
Wouldn't that be nice? No, first of all, I mean, you need to write some good books to get some recognition as well. But what I did was, I've got 6 books out now, and my 4th book is set mostly in Canada.
Right.
So I actually went to my local Indigo store and said, hey, you know, I'm Richard, I'm a writer, I'm a local author. How about if I can show you my books?
Right.
So we got talking and everything. I had to fill out a number of forms in order to get into their system, which you can do. But Indigo has been great. They have been so cooperative and helpful. They really want to support local authors. They really want to support Canadian, and they're not shy to say, hey, let's see what you've got and let's see how we can work together. So here I am today. It's taken a few months, and now here I am for an author signing, and we're all set. But wonderful shop window for me. I never thought I'd be next to Margaret Atwood.
I see you're stealing books here. No, you're not stealing books.
I never thought I'd be next
Margaret
to
Atwood. We're giving you a free plug on the podcast.
And Louise Penny, who is an author I really admire, a Canadian author. She writes mystery crime thrillers as well.
So you're just getting inspiration. You're not really selling anything. Tell us about, I just finished, and this book was absolutely fantastic. I think because it had a truck driver in it. But this was my first novel I've ever read. You realize you've switched me. I've never read a novel in 62 years. I only read self-help. I'm a voracious reader, but I've never read a novel, and I really enjoyed this one. And I just recently finished this one, which is your first book that you gave me back. When did we do that interview? That was 2020 or 2021?
2021, I believe, yes.
Yeah, and I just finished this one, and I enjoyed it so much, I gave it to a friend of mine in the islands where I go, and he's Scottish, and he noticed James McCrae, and I guess that's a Scottish name.
It is,
because he picked up on that right away.
Yes.
You know, so.
If you read this book, it's basically based on my ancestry.
Right.
My grandfather came down from Scotland. And came down to Birmingham and started a business there as well. So much of the Hybrid Enemy is based on my ancestry. So that's where the James McCrae comes from.
I really enjoyed it. I love. There's a number of things I liked about your book. One, you've got short chapters. I'm a slow reader. So if I can do a chapter a day, I feel like I'm really progressing in your and I like the way that you went back and forth. And all the books that I've read so far, you kind of go back and forth between 2 or 3 stories at a time.
I do.
Which I thought was really interesting. And it kind of helps to not put it down, because if I leave it too long, I forget which story I was like on. You got to kind of keep going with it, right?
No, that's right.
So I'm about to start book 2. But I want to talk today about how you got in here. So you're from the Burlington area. You called them up. What did they say? Like, how, as an artist or an author that's trying to get into a place, like, what's the first thing you say? You just say, I'm in Burlington? Or?
What I did, Bruce, was that I went to Indigo and said, this is basically the books that I've written.
Right.
This is who I am. I'm a local author. I write across several genres. I write across family sagas, mystery crime thrillers. They're fast-moving and they're riveting.
Right.
And what I'd like to do is introduce myself to you as a retail store, and ask how my books can be marketed through your stores.
Right.
And they were very courteous and brought me in and sat me down and then explained to me about the process. And I had to fill out a number of forms online and then send those over. And that's how it took place as well. So they have a number of my books and so forth. So that's how we got started.
Right.
But I encourage any author.
Do you have to have sales or anything like that in order to do that? Like, do you have to show a number of sales? if I've just written the book and I don't really have a lot of sales yet, you've been out for about a few years now, so you probably have some numbers maybe you can share with them, but a lot of us may not.
I can. Basically, I didn't actually have to show anything on a piece of paper or anything else like that, but what I did was I actually showed the number of copies that I've sold.
Okay.
And really, in total of all of the books that I've sold over 10,000 now. So,
Oh, wow.
And I'm also running at 4.3 and 4.4
Okay.
reader ratings as well. So I'm not sure if that influenced them or not, but
Okay.
I had the figures there anyway for them to show.
I know when you publish, a lot of times wherever you're publishing from, that source automatically takes it into a store like this, like Barnes and Nobles and Indigo and all these places. But I thought that was done automatically, so I didn't realize you had to kind of register with them or approach them individually.
What you say is true. If you go through a company called Ingram Spark,
Right.
Ingram Spark markets to absolutely every channel across the globe,
Right.
which includes Barnes and Noble and other bookshops as well. So these books are available in bookstores worldwide. They're also available online,
Right.
in audio, in paperback, hardback, and also e-books as well.
Right, right.
So you've got that as well. So it takes a while to get established. I mean, I didn't publish my first book until 2021.
Right.
And I'm still learning the business now. It's getting extremely
I
complicated.
can see that. I see you online. I'm seeing a lot more than I see. So setting up for this show, you see some books, you see their tablecloth or whatever, but what did you have to do to get ready for this show? Did you've got banners here and stuff. Did you already have that? Or how do you get ready for something like this, for a trade show like this?
Once I knew that Indigo was accepting me to come and do an author signing and get me on their shelves, what I did do is I produced this banner.
Okay. That's an interesting one.
Which
I've
I
never seen a
bought,
two-sided one like
bought
that.
online as well. So I mean, they can
cool.
scan for the website there. I wanted to demonstrate that I'm a Canadian author, and also that this book is set pretty well 90% in Canada.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
In Windsor and Northern Ontario. I produced some bookmarks as well, which
nice.
Obviously have the book cover of the Cobalt Conspiracy, and then they've got my website on the back as well.
So lots of money goes into this marketing thing. You have to sell some books today to pay back the marketing budget, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right as well. So one of the things that I do as well is I have handouts as well that explains about the books and also about the actual cover description.
Okay.
And then obviously people can register for their email on my newsletter as well. So that's what we've got. So
okay, very cool. So what's the goal today? Do you have goals on how many you need to?
If I'm honest, I have no idea where we're going to go today, how many books I'm going to sell. We'll see how it goes. January is always a difficult month, but we'll see how it goes. I know I've got good ratings on the book as well, so I'm confident that people will enjoy it. In fact, I know they will.
Does this get you on the shelves of Indigo?
Yes.
This is kind of like a step to getting on the shelves and actually being.
Yes, these books will be on the shelves after I leave here. So
so we don't have to take all these stickers off them.
No, we don't. No, that's right.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So it's a big learning curve in terms of it's one thing to write, it's another thing to market the books.
The market is almost
and the
more.
marketing, I kid you not, is exceedingly difficult.
Yes.
You can waste an awful lot of money.
Yes.
One of the things that's really scary now is the amount of scams that are coming down the pipe and inducing authors basically to spend money on things that aren't there.
Wow.
I can publish this, I can do this, I can do that. Yeah, right, but they don't exist.
No, you've got to be very careful with
You
all that
really
stuff
have
over
to
the
be
years.
careful.
I think that's why working with people and sources and this is a big step. Congratulations. Now, do you go to different Indigo stores? Because they've got them all over you could spend your whole year just going to Indigo stores, right?
I guess I could. I can do that. This is the first one I've done today. We'll see how it goes, but the offer is there for me to do that as well. Yes, I can do that.
That's great.
But I can't overemphasize how cooperative the Indigo staff are on helping basically indie authors.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. No, and that's one of the reasons I really wanted to show up today, was to come out and see that. Now, there's a few books here. I don't know how much room they have on their stores. Where would this one sit in their sections? Do you know what section you would be in?
There's a Canadian complete section of books.
Oh, okay.
It's actually headlined right above Canadian authors. Okay. That's where these will be.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So now, if people don't see a copy here for whatever reason, because you're going to sell out by the end of this interview, you know, they're all gone. So can people ask there? You'll be in their system where they can order? Or?
If you go to the computer terminal over there, they're all in there. You just put Richard D. Ross in there, and they will come up, and then you can go to the counter. If they haven't got them, they can order them.
Oh, that's awesome.
But there will be books on the shelves, yes.
Well, that's great. So where do we go to find you? You know your website, or do I have to scan your QR code?
RichardDRoss.com.
RichardDRoss.com. Richard, all the best. Congratulations.
Thank you so much,
What a great
Bruce.
way to start 2026 and get that marketing beast going. You know, it takes a lot. And your books are, I am absolutely loving them. My wife is actually interested in reading that one, but she might have to do audio. Are these available on audio? Because she's gone to audio because she's having some eye issues.
This one's available in audio. Okay. This one is currently in production right now.
Okay.
So.
Good. Yep. So that's an option for people. That's great.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to grab this one because I need to get one. I need to get the third.
Okay.
Thanks again, my friend. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Bruce.
That's good. Hey, folks, I hope that was helpful. Make sure you subscribe to the Cashing In on Creativity podcast on whatever platform you're listening to us on. And I know that you're going to get some good information out of the artists, authors, and musicians that we interview here on the show. Show is sent wherever you get it, and follow us on our socials as well. Enjoy, and I hope your trade show is a big success. Thanks for listening.